the Leisure Center for the Arts in Walnut Creek, California. Tickets available at bestofsfstandup.com. Coming at you live from San Francisco, California, the greatest city in the world. Here's your host, Bye Ho!
I'm awkward, you know, like I can't talk to people. I'm bad at like talking to people, which doesn't help with stand-up comedy, you know. But yeah, I was at yeah.
Did you know that for the price of a grande caramel macchiato, you can keep this show free and unsullied by corporate sponsorship? Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Links are in the chat.
Links are in the chat, folks. Please send your tips in. Welcome to our new and improved
I won't do it again.
Zoom comedy show. I can already hear
I'm nervous.
in the background there. We got a full house tonight. A lot of people here I can already see. And I just want to start off by saying I'm sorry that the Niners lost today. I know that people care. I'm sure that there are people who care. So, but I also want to say happy Halloween. Am I right? Do I see anybody in a costume out there tonight? I don't know. I can't see everybody, but if you do have a costume, that's great. You know, I love this time of year. I love Halloween. I feel like, you know, everything's a little different. Like we think about things differently this time of year. Am I right? Yeah, you guys agree with me?
Yes.
Yeah, our mind goes to like weird places this time of year. You know, at least mine does. You know, like I heard somebody say, he was like, it was a lady. She was like talking to like a little baby, and she was like, "You're so cute, I could eat you with a spoon." You know, which is kind of like a sweet thing to say to a little baby. But you know, I took that literally, and I'm like, eating a baby with a spoon, eating anyone with a spoon would be like the most horrific way of eating somebody. Really, it's like the most blunt of all the eating utensils. You know, it'd be truly horrific. I mean, what a horror movie that would be. Am I right?
At least put them through a food processor.
Yeah, blend the baby up or something like that. But I've spent all day today. I was watching a documentary. You guys like documentaries?
No.
Yeah, they're awesome.
They're pretty cool.
Only if they're quiet.
Well, I mean, yeah, this one
Tap was the best documentary ever.
Oh yeah, that was like a mockumentary.
That was why they called it a mockumentary, but you know, whatever.
Did you think it was an actual documentary?
No, but you know who did? Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he thought it was for real.
Hold on, let me let John Bowney in. Okay, so you can hear this awesome joke that I'm about to tell. So this documentary that I was watching, it had like subtitles, you know?
Dude, that's so fancy.
Well, during certain parts it has subtitles, which like is nothing weird, you know? There's a lot of movies out there with subtitles. The funny thing is that like the person was like speaking English. You know, like that was like a weird choice by the director. He's like, I can't fucking understand this guy. You know, and that's kind of insulting. Like imagine the guy like he's all excited because he's in this documentary. He gathers all his friends around to like watch, you know, and there he is. He's got subtitles and he's like speaking English. That's gotta not feel too good. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, you guys are on me with that. The other thing I was thinking about, I was like reminiscing back to my past. And I remember I had a teacher in third grade, Spanish teacher. No, it wasn't a Spanish. No, this was like seventh grade. Okay. My Spanish teacher, she would clean her contact lenses by putting them in her mouth. And then she would like put them back in her eyes. You know?
God. Did she drink the eye cleaner first?
Yeah, and like gargle it around in there. But, you know, even as a child, I knew that wasn't a good thing. But apparently she did not do that. But, all right. Well, we're gonna dive in deep tonight with a very special comic. But before we do that, I want to kick it over to my buddy Chris Shibakase. I know he's got some thoughts to share with all of you. Chris, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Can you see me? Or?
I don't see you right now. No, we can't see you. No.
Turn
And
your
also,
video on.
Chris, I didn't hear
Oh
you.
yeah.
Chris, I didn't hear you laughing at any of my jokes.
I'm trying to laugh. I didn't hear anybody I'm trying to laugh. You know, let me start out with I hated that shit. I was in Chile and they had all my favorite shows dubbed in Spanish, and it was annoying as fuck, you know, and it's very upsetting to me that they do that shit. But first of all, I want to get in the subject of Halloween. I'm tired of these women making something as wholesome as Halloween and making it slutty. I'm tired of women with their slutty costumes, you know, dressed up as cheerleaders. You never been a goddamn cheerleader, okay? You can wear panties. It's Halloween. You can wear panties, okay? And what is it with these women like just slutting it up our favorite holiday? Like, you don't gotta be a slut. You can wear a costume. You don't have to show up in lingerie, okay? It's stupid, okay? This is a kid's holiday and you're turning into some OnlyFans fashion show, and I'm tired of it. I think we should do something about it. We should all I'm saying is don't do it. But if you're gonna do it, invite me to your fucking party, you know, because I want to see it too. But what's up? Some of these women, like, they have 4 costumes. They get ready, you know. They're like, this is a one night of the year where they can show up, look like a slut, and nobody can judge them, you know, because it's Halloween. The rest of the year, they dress up normal, you know. They go to their company Halloween party. I don't think companies have a Halloween party. But if they did, they would show up slutty as hell. Like, no
Wait. So
more.
what's wrong with them dressing like that, though, Chris? I mean,
Because
like,
it's a kid's holiday, damn it. It's about
okay.
the kids. It's about the kids. If you wouldn't show up, if they had a Halloween function at a school, if you wouldn't show up not wearing panties at a school, why would you do it here? You know, why you
I
gotta?
want to say, you know, Chris went up on stage on Friday and he went up not wearing any shoes. He was only wearing socks, and you know, that could be construed as slutty in some corners of the world.
Well, I did it because, first of all, there were Halloween socks, and I figured out people can't see socks if you wear pants, you know? People don't appreciate socks
But
if
you
you're
were wearing
wearing
shorts.
And no, I was wearing pants. Damn it! Don't tell me don't tell me what I was wearing. But there were Halloween socks. But yeah, you know, I see singers all the time singing barefoot. Why can't I be on stage without shoes? Do you ever go to a concert? You realize your favorite singer's not even wearing shoes. You can't even tell because you're so cheap. You fucking sit way in the back. But a lot of favorite singers aren't wearing shoes. Hey. I'm an artist, goddammit.
Was he wearing women's shorts or men's shorts?
I could have sworn he was wearing shorts, but I guess he's telling me he was wearing pants.
I was wearing your mom's shorts.
How dare you?
All right. Well,
I wasn't there to tell, so I missed your Friday thing, unfortunately.
Well,
it was an awesome show.
That's your fucking problem, you know.
Well, I had a great time where I was.
I'm not gonna recap how funny I was, you know. I'm not gonna recap.
Hilarious.
But yeah, you know, it was a great show.
It was
so you were in socks and women's shorts and what else? A wig?
Hey.
I got him.
What the hell? You live in San Francisco and you're gonna make fun of my homophobic.
I live south of San Francisco.
You live south of San Francisco. You might as well live in Mexico. God damn it!
That's a bit further.
You're so far away from the cultural landscape of what we're talking about now. You're stuck in the 70s fashion. I'm not talking about the 1970s. I'm talking about the 1870s.
All right. Well, before you two get into your little shouting match, we got introduce our guest for the evening. This guy.
Wait. Can I say one thing about?
Yeah.
I remember the craziest Halloween costume I ever saw. It was Corey Spencer. I think she was a suicide victim or something. No suicide victim costumes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that must have been a long time ago.
Hey, you never forget when somebody shows up like a suicide victim at a Halloween party, right?
Best I ever saw was Randy Johnson and a seagull.
That is pretty funny. Bring on Steven.
All right. This guy, we're gonna bring him out. I don't know what to really say. Chris, do you have an intro for us, Steven? You know him pretty. Yeah,
when I
know him better than I do.
When I first met Steven, he was doing jokes about. He wasn't doing jokes, and I've known this whole time he still doesn't do jokes. He was talking about deodorants because he was afraid of getting canceled, and he didn't realize getting canceled is better than just being bored out of your fucking mind hearing deodorant jokes. But Steven is the greatest person ever. You know, I hung out at his house. I understand how this guy has a house. He owns his own house. And there's not a bunch of women kicking it trying to like move in and shit. I always saw like if you own your own house, you're a man. There's always some woman trying to break down the door. But hey, he's one of my friends. Most successful friends, didn't go to college. I think he's my hero because I got college loans up the wazoo and I don't own a fucking house. And here he is, Steven Ferris.
Welcome, Steven.
Oh, thanks, Vahe. And thanks, Chris, for that intro.
So are you excited to be here tonight?
Yeah, I am actually really excited to be on.
Turn up your mic gain.
My mic gain?
Please.
We can't hear you, fool.
I don't know what.
All right. While he's doing that, okay, we're gonna jump into. I want to say thank you to Ray Mullen for the amazing tip. You know, the way we're doing tips now is it's like a pie, and I asked the AI to come up with a pie chart, and I don't know if he's got that like handy and ready, but the tips will be distributed like as if they were slices of a pie. We'll show you the pie, but you guys know what a pie looks like, right?
No.
Some of you I know are very familiar with pies.
I've never seen a pie.
But we're going to jump into our first segment. Steven, are you ready? This is a rapid fire segment where that's right. So where I read your last 5 Facebook posts and you have to explain what they meant.
Okay.
Oh, shut up.
Can you hear me better? I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you good. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Basile. Is it Basile? He says Steven is an amazing comic. Yeah. And I like Basile as well. I like his posts and stuff. Oh, then thank you, Basile, for the tip. And thank you, Ruben, for the awesome tip. So, okay, Ruben? The AI is doing something. So here we go. This is the pie chart here.
Okay.
I mean, this shows me getting half the pie, but that's not exactly that's not what we discussed. I was supposed to get, I get a third of the pie. Anyway, whatever. All right.
That's because you're married. You don't get the full pie after you get married. Yeah, you only get a quarter of the pie.
And honestly, I would give Chris some of the pie, but he doesn't have Venmo. I don't know because I think he's not legally allowed to have a bank account or something. But
no, that's true. I don't have a bank account, but donate my money to the comedians cheering on Hamas. So
no. Okay. All right.
Don't donate my money to any of that shit, man.
You can donate to Enoch.
CJ says that he loves Steven's humor. And Steven, what is the bit that you're working on right now that you're most excited about? Like if you were gonna perform tonight, what's the bit that you're most excited about right now?
I have this new one that I'm working on about how I used to believe in gnomes when I was a kid. And so I talk about all my different experiences with gnomes and building gnomey homes. and things like that. And then I kind of segue from that into talking about an experience I had at a party this summer where I went to some people's house to watch Mrs. Doubtfire. And
great movie.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. And then I kind of talk about wondering if there are gnomes at the party. And
why would there be gnomes at the party?
Well,
by the way,
it was outside.
Was it in the front yard?
Backyard.
Oh my gosh! All these tips coming in. Vince and Tammy, thank you for the tip. Unfortunately, they wanted their tip to go to Steven, but you saw the pie. We got to distribute it based on the pie. So some of the tip.
I'll take the crust.
Some of the tip will go to Steven, but only at 1/3.
Part of Mrs. Doubtfire was actually filmed nearby in Orinda. I think the restaurant was actually filmed in Orinda. We should go down there one day.
I would love to.
You want to do that, Steven?
Shout out Enoch for the awesome tip. Thank you, Enoch.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's an interesting premise for a joke with the gnomes and whatnot. Now, let me read your last Facebook post. This was made 11 hours ago.
Okay.
Are you okay with this?
Which one is it?
It's about your cats.
Oh, sure. That one's fine. Yeah, I don't mind if you share that one.
I can read. Can you believe it?
Yes. This was posted 11 hours ago. It has 0 likes and reactions.
0 likes?
So if you're Facebook friends with Steven, go on there and give it a thing. So he says, my cats don't always make me laugh. But last night, Puck did not want to be in the garage for the night. He stayed glued to a rug in the living room. I kept gently forcing him off the rug, and then he would scamper away. When I chased after him, he would circle right back to the rug and lie down. We did this over and over again. The truth is, I don't even want to put him in the garage. He just thought I did. He thought that you wanted to put him in the garage?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he thought.
Was that PT porn?
What did you want to do it to him then?
I'm sorry?
I just want to say that cat has daddy issues. Want to be near the rug instead of in the garage. He's got daddy issues,
That's all you got to say?
I don't know. His posts about cats scare me. Once in a while, he wants to get rid of the cats. Other times, he has the cats. He's got to one of the cats needs insulin because it's got diabetic, and I'm like, maybe you should give it sugar. But why the hell you got a diabetic cat? There's a lot of cats out there that need homes, and you got one that's diabetic.
Seems to me he needs a home.
Thank you.
I don't get it. Was that a question for Steven? He doesn't
No,
seem to.
No, it's comeuppance.
I was talking to a friend of ours, Duat, and he keeps talking about how your neighbors keep yelling at you. And I said, the neighbors don't yell. Those are the cats. But I don't know. I think it's time you move on to dogs. My advice is to do dogs, I don't know why your cats are sad people. I hate to say this, but cats are just sad, They're independent. They don't give a fuck about you.
Let me ask Steven a question here. So, Steven, where were you born?
I was born in California.
Was it Mexico back then? It was Mexico.
No,
was it Mexico?
It wasn't. I was born in a little town called Granada Hills.
Oh,
in Southern California.
You were born in LA. You were born near LA.
Yeah, I don't remember the address. I was born at home.
No wonder you're so phony. You were born in LA.
You think so? Is that what you think, Chris?
No, I don't know.
Nobody walks in LA.
Granada Hills Hills, that's expensive, isn't it? That's like a rich area.
Well, yeah, now, I mean, you know, we moved out of there in 87, you know, but yeah, it's pretty expensive. I think the house that I was born in is worth like, I don't know, last time I looked, it was like 950 grand.
Damn.
That's nothing. My house sold over $1 million that I grew up in. But of course, I grew up in it, so it might have more value. It might have more value. But that's scary.
You started growing up before you had a 10-year like head start.
Yeah.
On me, so of course it's going to be worth more.
You know, the first thing I learned when I came to America, any neighborhood that has the word hills in it, it's expensive. That's how I knew it was expensive, because they had the word hills in it. The hills.
Yeah, but I don't think it was that expensive when we first moved there.
Well, because I think it probably would have been worth more money, but you live there. You brought the value down, you know? It's not like me. People want to live where I used to live, you know? There's a whole map out there. There's a whole Google map. Go live where Chris used to live. I used to live in 50 places, so.
Okay.
All right, everybody. It's time for a new segment that I just came up with a few days ago. Actually, all these are new things that I just came up with. No, it's nothing like that. It's time for the audience Q&A, okay? Here we go. Now, that's good. All right. So now, if you have a question for Steven, user 1 says, please help. I don't, what do you need help with, user 1? I don't know. If you have a question for Steven, just raise your hand and you will be given the floor. And you can ask Steven, I think, Steven, is there any topic that's off limits?
I can't think of any topic that I would call off limits. You know, I'm open to, I'm that kind of guy where it's like any kind of topic. People have asked me questions from, you know, throughout my life with just a wide variety of topics.
Do you still kick it with porn stars or?
No, I haven't done that. But no, I don't think anybody's ever asked me a question in my life that was a topic that I would call off limits. And I mean, you know, I'm 41 years old. I don't see how, you know, somebody could do that tonight.
Well, we're going to find out. Your first question comes from Patricia. She's a longtime participant in the show. Very long.
Oh, good of you to join us.
And Patricia is in Arizona, I believe. Yeah. All right, Patricia, fire away.
Even. What do you think happens after we die?
After we die? What do I think happens?
Yeah.
As far as, you know, I think we just die and that's it. You know, the body starts to decompose and the rest of the world just keeps going, you know.
Thank you, Patricia. That was a great question.
Well, I mean, you know, maybe a better way to answer
You're welcome.
I think maybe a better way for me to answer this is, you know, I know people who have died, right? And I know what happened after they died, right? And so I figure when I die, something similar to what happened after they died is going to happen.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. What if you're wrong?
I'll raise your cats for you after you die, you know. I'll raise
what?
What are you insulin. Do? I'll raise your cats for you, except the insulin cat. He's gotta go. I'll raise your cats for you after you die.
Okay.
I'll raise your cats for you.
All right, Chris can barely take care of himself, but he's going to take care of your cats.
Hey, I raised kids before, okay?
All right, here we go.
Why do you think I'm so feminine?
Perverts in here.
All right, everybody. Now we got a question from Ray Mullen. Ray is located in San Francisco, California. Take it away, Ray.
Even this is a 4-part.
Oh, boy.
We're going to get all 4 out of the way. 1. Would 15-year-old Steven understand where 41-year-old Steven is? Or would he be like, what the fuck? What am I going to be doing in 25 years? Number 1. Number 2.
Wait. Do you want to give him a chance to answer each one?
No, I was going to give him all 4 and let him weave it in as he wants.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Number
What
1.
if he can't remember them?
I trust in Steven. See, you have to have trust. So 1, would young Steven understand where old Steven is? 2, were you told you were funny as a kid? Or were you just like, I am funny, fuck it, I didn't care what people said? 3, what comedian would you like to be compared to? And 4, is there anybody you have where if somebody doesn't like him, you can't trust them? For me, if somebody doesn't, I don't even like Gloria Estefan that much, but if someone goes, I hate Gloria Estefan, I can't fucking trust you. Because how can you hate Gloria Estefan?
Wow,
That's my 4 questions right there.
Okay. I'm gonna try to work through it. So first one, 15-year-old Steven. Yeah, if 15-year-old Steven found out where 41-year-old Steven is, how he's living, how would he feel? Is that basically what you were saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would really be surprised necessarily. I'd probably just kind of shrug and be like, okay, well, here we go. We're on the way to that.
So there's no aspect of your life that surprised you in any kind of way?
Not really. No.
All right, that's part 1 down. You got 3 more.
Yeah. What was the second one again?
Did people tell you you're funny when you're young? Or
Oh yeah, right. Some people did, but most people I don't think really thought I was that funny. I think more people
Oh my God.
thought I was so stupid I was funny. So people would say that sometimes. But no, most of my life, people just have thought that I can't really do much of anything. And so it's always just been me thinking, what I think what it was for me is I saw some stand-up comedy on TV one time when I stayed home sick from school, and I just didn't think it was that good. And I thought, I think I could do this, not necessarily better, but in a different way that would elicit a different type of laughter that was more the type of laughter that I enjoyed. So that's kind of my answer to that. What was the third one again?
what comedian would you want to be compared to?
Oh,
would you that's that I like to be included in that group?
No, there is no group that
Oh my gosh, everybody. You know what that means, that noise. We're ready to interrupt that. That's right. That noise means it's time for one of our favorite segments of the show. Do you guys know what that is?
No. Do we have to raise our hands?
That's right. It's the Vince Mulligan joke of the week time, everybody. All right, here we go. Save your questions because we will jump back into the Q&A as soon as Vince is done bombing. No, I'm kidding. Vince always does great. Give it up for Vince, everybody.
Yay!
I'm beginning to think baby changing stations are a big joke. I keep seeing the same parents come out with the same baby. I didn't sleep very well the other night. So when I got up the morning, I made my coffee with Red Bull instead of water. I was halfway to work before I realized I wasn't in my car. Just about when I'm about ready to give up on society, I was on BART the other day and I seen an old woman get up and give her bench seat for a pregnant man with a beard. My wife the other day said, we should try Greece for our 25th anniversary.
Oh, no.
I said, can we just stick with Vaseline?
Fit right into that joke.
You know, I was on the same BART, and I'm beginning to figure out that women can't multitask as well as men. I told this woman to sit down and shut up. She couldn't do both. Last one. I texted my wife the other day, and I said, hey, wish me luck. I got a big appointment at the bank, and if all goes well, we should be out of debt. I was so excited I couldn't even put my ski mask on.
Vince Mulligan, everybody. Chris, what's your feedback on what do you think of Vince's jokes?
Well, I have a story like when I was in Chile, I was in the metro. Some kid got up and gave me his seat. And that was the first time I realized I'm fucking old and shit, you know? I never had somebody give up the seat for me. I think his jokes are great. I think they were been better. They're really funny when they were originally done. I'm not saying anything against his jokes, you know. I mean, what's not funny about a baby changing station and stuff, you know? And I love these one person like the bathrooms in the airports. They got one person bathrooms for the disabled. That's where I smoke weed, by the way. You know,
John Christian from the Dateline NBC.
I say we need original jokes, you know. I think this guy should come up with his original humor, original comedian, you know. I'm tired of him going through some tasteless jokes book, you know. I'm tired of that shit, you know. I don't get on stage and do Don Rickles jokes, you know what I mean? I don't do that shit. I'm a professional.
All right. Well, I don't know what you're getting at, but anyway,
He's an asshole.
I feel like we have
that's what the help was about.
I think Chris got up from the seat because the little kid had pissed in it. That's why he gave him the seat.
All right. Okay. So that was fun, and now we're gonna jump right back into the Q&A, and we're gonna. I don't know. Should we continue? Ray had two more parts to his question.
Yeah, his favorite comedian or who he'd like to compare himself to. I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Vince. Vince and Chris.
Low bar.
All right. How about number 4? What was the fourth question?
Yeah, I forget.
Is there anybody, if somebody doesn't like them, you just kind of don't like them? Like Gloria Estefan, if someone goes, I hate her, I'd be like, how do you hate Gloria Estefan?
Oh yeah.
I can't. Nickelback.
Oh yeah.
Everyone hates Nickelback, don't they? I like Nickelback.
Except Nickelback.
Is that a type of fish?
Shout out to Nick and CJ for the awesome tip. Thank you guys for supporting this madness that we got going on here. I also want to say we're going to have a show at Berkeley. So this Friday, there was no show at Berkeley. It got canceled because they were having a private event. And I'm told that 15 people showed up at the door wanting to go to the comedy show. And I got multiple calls of people wanting to go to the comedy show. So I think that show is really going to start doing really well. So if you're in Berkeley, come out to that show on Friday. And there will be Kells, and we'll be at the Lesher on Saturday. So yeah, come out to one of those shows. They're amazing. But before obviously any of that happens, we've got another question. This guy, he's a favorite of the show. He's a wonderful human being. Oh no, I'm not talking about Derek.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just kidding. I am talking about Derek.
Oh my God.
Derek.
I'm crushed. I can't remember the question now.
Wait, Derek, do you want to show that awesome background? I was gonna show it on Halloween that you
Which
made,
one?
but
Oh, the one where you're the villain?
yeah, that one. I
Hang
think
on, let me
people
find it.
will really get a kick out of that.
Let me find it.
I think I've seen that before.
That's better than being a cat's rectum.
We can't see it because you're blocking it, but
there we go.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
I thought it'd be like the one where the Scooby Gang pulls off the hood and it's Vahe.
Well, if it wasn't for you and your talking audience, I would have gotten away with it.
Derek.
All right. Well, Derek, do you have a question for Stephen?
Yeah, Stephen, just curious, hypothetically speaking, how do you get rid of uranium? Second question, do you know of a good lawyer?
I can't help you with that.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm forcibly lowering Derek's hand now. Okay.
Theoretically speaking.
All right, we got another question from Enoch the
God.
Great.
Oh yeah, we never did finish the thing on after death deals. What if? My theory is, whatever you believe in, if you don't believe anything happens after death, that's the way you spend eternity. So wouldn't it be worth having some thought in your mind? I mean, if you don't, maybe you end up as like Chris's sock or something like that. Think of something you would want to be after life.
No, Enoch, you end up here at the Best of SF Zoom show.
Say that again?
You end up here at the Best of SF Zoom show. We're
For
all in the
eternity.
afterlife. For
Oh,
all
can you imagine this is
eternity.
purgatory?
Yes.
Yeah, that
You
I'll tell
didn't
you,
know?
that would be a good purgatory. Or you could end up as somebody's cat or something. What would you want to be if you had to have an eternity?
That's a good question.
At my church they talk about seeds a lot, and how there's kind of a reincarnation, but it's not necessarily like a direct reincarnation. It's sort of like you pass on, and the seed, the actions that you take in your life sort of shape the seed, and then when you pass on, that seed stays behind, and new life can sprout from that seed, more or less. But that new life that sprouts from the seed is sort of influenced by the shape that you the way you shaped the seed through.
I think you're talking about the daughter I've never met. I know I've left that behind. But do you believe in I have a concept called the multiverse.
No, I'm sorry. You already asked your question. You can't ask another question, unfortunately. But we do have a special guest joining us. We've got Jim Doyle on the line. Jim, can you hear us?
I'm here.
So I just want to say, Jim was at Kel's obviously during the show, and he disappeared for about 30 minutes into the restroom. He went into the restroom.
Men's or women's?
The men's, I assume. And when he came out, he looked like he was in a lot of pain. So I hope he's okay. Jim, what was going on in the restroom?
I don't know. Wasn't I trying to use the dryer, trying to keep my hands clean by using the dryer in the restroom?
Yeah, you're not supposed to use the dryer in the restroom during the show, because then everyone can
I
hear it.
did have an interesting incident. I went to the moth at Public Works, and I thought they had pictures in the bathroom, and one has a urinal picture with some other things, and the other doesn't have that. And I thought for the last year or so, I said, oh, that must be the men's room and the women's room. But the employee said, Jim, you don't understand. This is San Francisco. People can use whichever restroom they want. So, like, I was using the urinal there, and this 80-year-old woman, she walked in for a split second, and then she got shocked, and then she had to go to the other restroom. But basically, they don't have a men's room or a women's room. It's like use whichever restroom you want to use.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know what to make.
Well, that's what the employee told me. Maybe the employee was lying. The employee at the club was lying. But he said there's no men's room or women's room listed. And that's why, because I guess if someone's transgender, I don't know, they can be a switch hitter. They can use either one.
Jim, what did you think of the show on Friday? Did you like it?
Outside the bathroom.
Yeah, I've seen him before. The Bill Peters comedian, he had some new jokes, but he was 60 yards off because he said 2,063 yards for O.J. Simpson, and it was 2,003 yards. So I told a friend of mine about it, and he said, "Oh, that doesn't matter." Even though he was 60 yards off his rushing record in the set. I don't know if you noticed that.
OJ's a real killer, that guy.
I did not notice that. Do you have a question for Stephen Ferris?
What do you think about the Ferris wheel moving in San Francisco? That they had, how about that?
The Ferris wheel.
Yeah, they moved from Golden Gate Park to Fisherman's Wharf. I believe they're moving.
Okay. Do you know why?
So the Ferris attraction has been moved.
You're on a roll, Jim.
I didn't even know. I wasn't aware that they had a Ferris wheel out there.
It's like a new attraction.
It's a new attraction?
Not anymore.
Yeah, it's in honor of the Ferris family.
Okay.
All right. Jim was now going to be removed from the chat, so everybody say bye.
All right,
to Jim.
thank you.
Bye,
Just
Jim.
kidding.
Thank you very much.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going
Thank
to
you.
remove him.
He needs a ride on the Ferris Square.
Hey, Stephen, what'd you have for dinner today?
Well, I didn't have it yet. I was preparing it in the minutes leading up to the show here, and I didn't want to eat during the show, so I'm going to eat it afterwards.
Ooh, that's a new segment.
Yeah, actually, if you want to eat it right now, that'd be great.
It's great to eat during a show.
You'll save Derek some money.
We do have
Fine,
many
you should have the
more.
refrigerator segment. Have the refrigerator segment and the meal segment on the same show.
We actually have many more exciting segments left tonight, but if you want to eat your dinner, then that might be a good one. I'm actually very hungry myself. I need to eat some food.
Stephen, if you eat your dinner, eat it slowly.
I recommend not going to Five Guys either. They don't have Five Guys. Liars.
They have 4.
I've never tried Five Guys.
You're lucky.
Definitely need grease for that.
I tried them and they were found guilty.
Need grease.
Steven, what's your favorite fast food?
My favorite fast food,
Taco Bell.
A&W.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my man. He's my man.
Why?
Upper Burger, right?
Well, I would get whatever burger. I'd get the
root beer float.
No, what's the other one? Not Impossible, but the
plant.
They name them after families: Mama Burger, Papa Burger, Kids Burger,
Manson Family Burger.
What I'm trying to say is, I don't eat beef anymore, so I'd have to get the whatever plant-based one they have. It's not Impossible. They have
Beyond Meat.
ones.
Well, they'll make the burger without the meat. It's called the fixings. They do that at In-N-Out. You just get like twice as much lettuce and tomatoes.
I don't want that. I just want.
You can't have it your way at some of these places.
A&W, they do. They have the plant-based patty. The Beyond. That's the one they have. Carl's Jr. has Beyond, but A&W has it too.
You might like my new book, my false vegan recipe book.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. You guys know what time it is.
It's the secret word.
It's time for the Ruben joke of the week, everybody. I forget actually what this segment is called. Ruben, but yeah.
I call it clusterfuck news. Welcome everyone to some more comedy clusterfuck news. So in his recently released biography, actor John Stamos revealed he has no recollection of filming his role in My Big Fat Greek Wedding 2. Coincidentally, no one has any recollection of watching it. In other news, a Las Vegas woman was arrested after ditching her date at a U2 concert and stealing more than $50,000 from his hotel safe. Wow. Now, the pair met on a sugar daddy website, and apparently only one of them found what they were looking for. The jilted lover says he became suspicious of her motives when she moved in mysterious ways.
Nah.
But he still gave in to desire.
No.
All right. Missouri school teacher Brianna Coppage was fired from her job after school administrators discovered her OnlyFans account. Now, the former teacher has now made nearly $1 million on OnlyFans in the past few months since news broke of her firing. When asked if it was worth it, the 28-year-old former teacher replied, "Totally. Going from $40,000 a year as a teacher to $1 million, it's like 3 times as much."
Anal sex.
No surprise, she wasn't a math teacher. In other news, Indiana school teacher Sarah Seals was fired from her job after school administrators discovered her OnlyFans account. When school officials told Sarah there are other ways teachers can make ends meet, she told them ass to ass will cost extra. Let's move on to a different topic. Canadian teacher Kristen McDonald was fired from her job after school administrators discovered her OnlyFans account. Are you fucking kidding me? I swear, I need to start going to PTA meetings or PTNA meetings. Am I right? I swear, going back to school, I might score a pair of D's and hopefully an F. Let's see if I can find another topic. Arizona school teacher Samantha.
How dare you?
Fuck. Hold on. I think I could find something different.
Those are great Halloween costumes.
I don't want to see
here's a good one. Oh, wait. Oh, good. War. So last week, President Joe Biden asked Congress to approve a $140 billion aid package to support Israel and Ukraine in their ongoing wars. Now, sure, $140 billion sounds like a lot of money, but people were just happy to have a news story with the headline, "Biden reveals package," and not have the picture pixelated. That's right. Even Joe Biden's brother, Frank, likes nude selfies. And you got to admit, the Bidens do have good genes. They just don't like to wear them. Thank you, everyone. I'm Ruben Anthony. That's been Comedy Clusterfuck News.
Give it up for Ruben, everybody. The Comedy Clusterfuck. No
By the way,
association.
I actually found a few more teachers.
Oh my God.
Apparently, it's a trend.
Apparently, it's too tough to figure out which one's best.
Oh, Derek, here you go.
There's
Steven
your new
eating on
segment.
film.
Yeah.
Works for me.
This could be an OnlyFan right here. Hot comedians and eating.
Am I the only one here who's been a teacher?
I'll have to give you a signed copy of my false vegan recipe book. It's all vegetables made out of meat.
All right.
Nice try.
Steven, what are you eating?
Greek salad.
You're eating a Greek?
That's a healthy thing to eat.
My big fat Greek salad.
Do you even
Looks
remember making it?
All right, everybody. While Steven finishes off his salad, we will. It's time to take the weekly poll. Are you guys ready to be polled?
On what?
Well, that's the fun
Derek,
of a
it
poll.
doesn't matter. You like all polls.
That's true. Yeah.
Here we go, everybody. Remember, you can only vote once, and everyone must vote, okay? Everyone has to vote, or you will be kicked out. All right. And we have 3 options to choose
I want
from.
to write it in for Enoch.
No, I turned off writing in because I know you guys would do that. But
I only write in 100 for me.
Abstain.
Actually,
I write in Amanda Coleman.
Who's that?
Oh, the weakest link. Goodbye.
All right. So while we're doing that, we'll go to Enoch, everybody, for his. You have 5.
You're
his
a
Enoch
millionaire. Well, I gotta vote here first. I'll vote for Vahi number 2.
Make it count, Enoch. Make it count.
I don't know why even vote if it sounds like a stacked election. That's too loud, whatever that is.
Wait, how come?
Trying to turn that. How do you turn?
What's happening?
Anyway, I'm playing tribute to one of the people who's done more for civil rights and equal rights than anybody.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm talking about Shaft.
Richard Roundtree.
Richard Roundtree passed away last week. You know, most famous for being Shaft. Shaft was an invention of Ernest Tidyman, who wrote the book Shaft, which eventually was turned into a screenplay by Ernest Tidyman and John D.F. Black of Star Trek fame for the screenplay Shaft, which was made into the movie Shaft, starring Richard Roundtree as Shaft. And you may ask why I think this has done so much for civil rights. I mean, more than Martin Luther King or Nelson Mandela or JFK for that matter. Why? Because every little white Catholic boy in that era, when he heard Shaft, wanted to be a bad mother like Shaft. Now ask me, what could do more for race relationships when a white guy wants to be a black guy? And this was like back in the 70s. There were still race riots going on. You know, they still didn't like to have blacks to vote, you know, John Crow laws. But this one movie came out and it just blew the doors off of everything. I mean, it eventually led to, you know, there was a train of things done in the later part of the 70s called the blaxploitation movies. Now, I don't consider Shaft blaxploitation because it portrayed Shaft as a human being, a normal guy who just happened to be black, wore this cool long leather coat, had this bad afro. Here it is. Bad probably with the sexual Shaft. You're damn right. Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
Shaft.
I'm right.
Can you dig it?
All right. Are you done?
I'm not done.
Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
The cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about. Shaft. Right on. They say that Shaft cat is bad, motherfucker. Shut your mouth. I'm talking about Shaft.
Then we can dig it.
Complicated man. No one understands him but his woman.
I'm Chris.
On Shaft. Oh, God, I got rid of that background. Got to learn how to use these buttons. But anyway, Shaft, he was it, man. He was the man. I mean, what can you say? You know, he wasn't just Shaft. It led on to, there was a TV series, Shaft. It was on CBS. It was followed by Kojak, another famous detective who he didn't have any hair. That was and he was Greek. But, you know, and later on, even in the 90s, he was still around. He played a black food entrepreneur who moves his family to Beverly Hills, and Beverly Hills 90210. So, you know, he had quite a career going. And then he kind of faded away. I personally was affected by Shaft, or actually, you know, Richard Roundtree. A lot of people don't know this, but he suffered from breast cancer. And, you know, a lot of people think that would be stickers. You know what? I ended up going to get a mammogram about a month ago. And I wasn't afraid at all because, you know, I thought, hey, if a bad motherfucker, I'm talking about Shaft, could go for a mammogram, every man should. Because, you know, I looked at the statistics. 1 in 100 instances of breast cancer occur in men. So, you know, he did a public service thing. You know, luckily I was negative, but guys, don't be afraid to get your titties scanned. You know, the life you save could be your own. Richard Roundtree, may you and Shaft rest in peace. And thank you for being a positive role model to all men of color. And thanks to the great late Isaac Hayes for one of the greatest theme songs ever. This is Enoch, again, not hating what is happening to our English language, our constitution, our increasing threats to the fucking world peace. Certainly hoping for other prey to make comedy fodder of. But for now, this bad motherfucker says it is what it is.
That was the end, I guess, right?
There's never an end. It's continuity.
My favorite thing about that whole segment is that after all this time, you still can't pronounce my name correctly. That's nice.
What did I say?
You said Vahi.
Well, I'm just going phonetically. Why don't you school us for a moment so we all get it correct?
There's an accent over the E.
There is.
Yeah.
So
phonetically.
Science.
Vahe?
Yeah, that's right.
Vahe. Okay.
All right. Well,
at least you don't have an umlaut there. If you had an umlaut, that might be pretty strange.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, it's time to say goodbye to our guest, Stephen Ferris. I don't know if anybody has any more questions for Stephen or anything they want to say that they haven't had the opportunity to say thus far. I mean, also, I want to give a shout out to Paul Mann for the awesome tip. Thank you so much, Paul.
I am a millionaire.
Yeah, your tips are what help keep this show alive and going. And we're going to continue to work on more entertaining segments for you guys.
Thank you.
But I do want to thank all the people who did segments tonight. I thought they were all fantastic. Stephen, what did you think about your experience here tonight?
It was about what I expected, I guess.
That's too bad.
Did you finish your dinner?
I'm gonna have some pesto on some pasta as well.
Oh yes.
Oh hell yeah. That's good stuff. All right.
I think that a quick answer to Derek's question that Stephen wasn't able to answer. Is Derek still here?
Oh yeah.
Ask the uranium. Ask me the uranium question.
How do I get rid of uranium? And do you know of a good lawyer? Theoretically speaking.
Okay, well, the way you get rid of uranium is you take uranium, you take your anium, put it in a big plastic bag, and then out to the street. Thank you. That's it.
That works.
And do I know a good lawyer? Yeah.
It's been something of a renaissance. Granddaddy of American music still has cool.
I don't know what that was, but all right, Stephen.
Play music next time.
Steven, do you want to leave us with a little something?
Something like what? What are you talking about?
Can you make that sound less creepy, Vi?
Like a midget or something?
The gimp.
What's on my show?
I think Vahe probably had something in mind, but I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, like, I was thinking maybe like a joke or something, but you know.
A joke?
Yeah, I know it's highly unorthodox for a comedy show.
Wait. You know, I do have one more question for Steven.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Aliens?
Steven, what do you think is the sexiest, sluttiest costume for Halloween that a woman can wear?
Sexiest, sluttiest costume.
Yeah, you know, like a slutty Red Riding Hood or slutty Alice in Wonderland. What do you want to see?
Between the two?
No, anyone. Pick one. Like, and use your imagination. Or your fetish. I don't know.
Maybe what's that song where they stick the sheet to her back or whatever?
A sheet. Oh, you mean like a sexy clan member?
No. It's just stuck to her back.
That's not very revealing.
They said you know, the Superman the hoe or whatever.
Oh.
They jizz on her back and then they glue the sheet onto her back with the jizz, and now she's Superman.
Oh my god!
Wow, that was surprisingly vulgar.
And kind of revealing.
All my stuff is clean except for that, but I think that would be a pretty sexy. This is what you guys are looking for, right? So I don't know.
Even
Yeah.
Kind of sell it in bulk.
What is jizz?
And for the bonus round, the question is, what is jizz?
It's a puzzle?
Jizz hands. Okay.
All right, it's time. Oh, I missed that. Oh, jizz hands, yeah. It's now time for someone to show us what's in their fridge. This has to happen. And I don't know, Steven, will you show us what's in your fridge?
Well, my fridge is not in my office, so I'm not really sure how I would do it.
That is a conundrum. Does anyone know how we might accomplish this?
Where is
You could draw pictures.
Chris has been very quiet. Chris, what do you think of all this?
What?
Are you paying attention at all, or what's going on?
No. I didn't realize I was in romper room and stuff.
You what?
I didn't realize I was in romper room.
I don't know. Daniel, what's been going on in your world?
I started doing this thing. I had my first performance like a month ago and my second performance a week ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
How was it?
First one was great, man. People laughed. I was like, this is easy. And then second one happened. I guess it's not easy.
Second one happened.
What the hell is that?
Where were these performances?
First one is the Still Crazy. Actually, I've seen some of your buddies up there. Remember Darren Carter?
Yes.
Yeah, he was there a couple of weeks ago. And then Papa's guy is coming in a couple of weeks. So I guess Phoenix scene is pretty good. I didn't even know. I'm just barely tapping into it.
Is this a comedy club in Phoenix?
Yeah. Both. One is Still Crazy. One is the House of Comedy. They're both in like a nice area.
Okay.
Yeah, first time shot was great. People were laughing. Second one, I have a crazy story. After the show, I was there with my brother-in-law, and he wanted to hang around. That was last week, and I told him, I have a comedy Zoom. I want to go back here, And 20 minutes after we left, somebody got killed right there in front of the club.
How'd they get killed?
Somebody got shot down. 20 bullets in him. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I guess you guys I'm not gonna say you saved my life, but you helped.
Well,
was it a drive-by?
They targeted some guy from Chicago. He was targeted. His girlfriend was next to him. Nothing happened to her. He was like shut down.
Wow.
So thanks to
wasn't one of the comedians that was bad, huh?
I don't know if it's comedian. I hope not. I don't know if I qualify yet.
So did you do like an open mic?
Yeah, 3 to 5 minutes. I messed it up. The first one was great. The first one was fucking. I was like, this is easy, man. Anybody can do this. But second one, like, I guess not.
No,
Was there
Dan,
a lot of
what
people?
you're saying is when you get funny or your life is in danger.
I need to get drunk, man. I can't be sober. I need something. Yeah,
Well,
first one was 100 people. Like, the second was like 20, 30 people. I went to Scottsdale. It's the rich people are picking crowd. I don't know.
Wow. So the first time you went up, you did really well.
Yeah, but it was like next to the what do they call the Glendale Arena, where who the fuck is team from Phoenix? Diamondbacks? No, Cardinals.
Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, next to Cardinals Arena. That was great, man. It was mostly like a lower class. So they get me, but the higher class didn't get me. I don't know.
Oh. I'm surprised Jim Doyle's still on the call here.
Bye. I was going to let you know, I have an airline stewardess comedian that you met one time. She gave me a Kennedy $50 chocolate. I guess it was in the shape of Kennedy $50. Anyway, she's going to be performing at the Tommy T's open mic, about 3 to 4 minutes of open mic airline stewardess comedy. So I wanted to, invite others if they want to be in the show. Let's see, doors open 6 p.m. and the show's at 7 p.m. Wednesday. That's All Saints Day, November 1st.
Yeah, I know her. She's really nice and funny. So that'll be good.
So
I want to hear more. Yeah.
No. I have a moth event in Berkeley at Freight and Salvage. The theme is give and take. I'm going to be at that in Berkeley Wednesday.
All right. So if you're stalking Jim Doyle, you know where to go to find him. But I don't think
we're all stalking.
No, we're not to
They
be.
have 490 seats, so there'll be 490 witnesses.
All right. Muting Jim Doyle. Daniel, I did really well the first time I went on stage too.
Yeah. I've heard it's common. I'm hearing it's common.
Well, for me, it was like right when I went on stage, everyone started laughing, and turns out my zipper was down.
I should try. I'll try.
We do that every week, Vahe.
Yeah, and it works pretty well. That's my opener, no pun intended. So Daniel, are you going to give it another? Because it hurts to not do well, right?
Yes. Oh man,
it feels bad. It's like the worst feeling in the world.
When they laugh, it's nice, but when they don't, it's worse.
Yeah.
It's like being here.
Being here is fine.
I got an offer to do a show tonight at the Crow's Nest in Santa Cruz for $200, and I turned it down because of this. I just want to let you guys know.
Mistake.
Yeah, Derek.
I'm happy that it's a long drive to get down there, so.
Eat shit, Derek.
Wait, what? Someone
eat
just told
chips. He said to eat chips.
Oh,
Derek.
I think that does he have a sound effect that says "eat shit, Derek"? That's pretty amazing.
Eat shit, Derek. See, eat chips. Eat chips.
I can't believe that exists. All
the
right.
wonders of AI never cease to amaze.
Daniel, was there a joke in particular that did really well the first time that you can share with us?
I already did. I think I did.
Oh, you've done. So you've been doing. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. But I got new material. I got so much material, man. I don't want to do this, but I have so much material. I don't want it to go to waste. It's ridiculous. I have a brain for it, but I don't have the balls for it. So that's.
You don't have the
story,
balls?
I guess. I tried.
Wait,
I tried.
You don't have balls?
No, I mean literally. I have a couple of them, but it's like poetically speaking.
Yeah, no, you got to be to do those in front of people. That's the thing. It's like
it's not even making him laugh. You can make him laugh, but you have to sustain that level for 5 minutes. That's hard for me.
Yeah, to make them laugh constantly.
Well, you have your looks going for you.
Shout out to Jeff Grashin for the awesome tip. Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I mean, honestly, I wasn't sure how this would go, and but this has been a lot of fun. And Daniel, you know, I wish you the best. If you're ever in San Francisco, you should come. You do one of our shows.
Likewise, if you come here, let me know.
Okay. Yeah.
You said you were gonna be here, right?
Yeah. That was before I kind of got overwhelmed with all the things I was trying to do.
He's just being nice, Daniel.
No, I want him here. It's a nice scene here. I didn't even know. I'm getting slowly into it.
It sounds good. I would like to do it.
Daniel, you said you're in Arizona?
Yes, North Phoenix.
Invite Patricia. She's in Arizona.
Yeah, I know.
Sam's in Arizona.
There's a lot of people here.
I'd like to give a shout out to Malcolm.
Okay.
He wasn't here. I know the 49ers lost 3 in a row. And so that's probably why he's not here. He's probably really sad. But next week, I'd like him to know it's a bye week. But so far, the bye is favored by 7 points over the 49ers.
I'll make sure the Malcolm's nowhere near a bridge.
You know, Enoch, I saw that post on Facebook. You got a lot of laugh emojis, but here you got nothing. So I don't know what to do.
Well, it shows that there's more humorous people on my page than here. I'm trying to get them over here.
That would be good.
It's always a bye week in San Francisco. and you
Who's saying that?
And you did say John Crow. For the chat people, you might have thought Jim Crow, but you said John.
You just heard that. I said Jim.
No, you didn't.
Well, you might want to reevaluate your dates too.
Yeah. So
hey, you homo!
We have a lot of people who watch the show from Arizona for some reason. MJ is in Arizona, and well, Derek, you're not in Arizona. You're in San Francisco.
No.
Daniel and
well, that's where people from
Patricia.
California move to.
Yes.
New York people move to Florida. California people move to Arizona.
You know, the best way to get people to come to this Zoom show is invite them to the Facebook group, which is very easy to do. You can invite all your friends to the Facebook group, and then they will be kept apprised of all the developments when I tag everybody in the group. People love that.
Of course.
They love when they get notified by me like 5 times a week. So
people love to be tagged.
Yeah.
That's what penicillin's for.
All right. What's going on here?
Steven, he's got his
back. Whose head is
That's
that?
Steven, you frightened him. His back is turned to us now.
Steven,
okay,
what's going on?
What are you
You
doing?
can come back. You can come back. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, Steven. It's okay.
Did you discover a refrigerator you didn't know about?
There you go. There you go, Steven. It's okay.
We're safe. We don't bite.
I was sitting at the piano.
Do you want to play a song for us?
One time at band camp.
You have a piano but no refrigerator. I want to hear the story of that.
Well, you know,
I
it keeps the
have a
piano fresh.
refrigerator. I said that, but it's in my kitchen. Oh man. Well, yeah, I mean, I could do a song, but let me see if I have a long enough mic cord to get it over to the piano.
It's big.
Well, a piano in the office is as good as an organ in your hand.
Enoch. My God.
By the way, I got to give a shout out to AI who's been on point tonight, and you know, he's deserving of the third of the pie tonight for sure. So
increases
I
wattage.
appreciate you guys supporting us in what we were trying to do, and like, it's nice. He's a good guy.
Hey, what's going on with Fan Expo?
Well, they want to do it, and but I think I told you guys, right? They want to get like an improv. They want me to like ask an improv group or something. I think he might actually.
There was an improv group last year. They didn't do well. Remember that? Let them know that.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
The
He said
group came to watch the comedy show. That's how well it went. Seriously.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
I
came
don't
to watch the
remember that.
comedy show.
Well, the comedy show went great. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, nobody went to see the improv show.
Well, so yeah, he wants to do it, but like I haven't been very actively messaging with him this year, and like I figure if he wants us there, we'll be there. And it's in November, so there's still like a month to go.
So you can dust off that trophy.
Probably not.
Oh, there's like three or 4 weeks then. Because it's like around Thanksgiving or something.
Oh, it's after Thanksgiving.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Fan Expo, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fan Expo.
Yeah, what they do, they have the Friday night, they have like 6 to 9 p.m. on Friday, and then I think it's all day Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving is how it works.
Oh yeah, and there's gonna be like some big names there and stuff
Mark
too.
Hamill.
Is that right?
And then also Captain Kirk. William Shatner's going to be there.
Captain Kirk.
Just how long will he be?
That's pretty awesome. All right, so are we waiting for Steven to let's see here. Yeah. Steven, will you play
that piano?
He's cranking up the piano.
Why does Steven look like he's being held captive in like a basement?
Is he playing the piano or is that an organ in his hand?
It looks like he's giving a chicken Superman.
Move the curtain.
He's pulling the meat out of the Greek salad.
Oh, jeez.
We can't hear anything, I don't think.
Can't hear anything? Can you hear this? You can't.
Yes.
No, we can't. We can hear your voice, but that's about it.
Oh, really? You can, but you can hear my voice.
Yeah, we can hear your voice.
Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah. What do you guys think I should eat after this? I've got a frozen pizza. I could eat a frozen pizza, or I have.
You could eat it frozen, or thaw it, or cook it.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's really funny. When we went to the pizza place, we met up with Dwight. He was there, and you know how when you order the pizza by the slice, they put it in the oven. He just
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. So he just says, "No, just give it to me cold. Like I don't want to wait." So he just
raw pizza. It's like sushi. What the fuck? I'll have to go have pizza with you guys one night. I'll order.
It was a genius move. Yeah. I mean, yeah. We go before the show, so you should definitely come to that sometime.
They used to have take and bake pizza places. I think people were taking it, forgetting that they had to cook them.
I gotta say, Golden Boy is by far the best pizza. North Beach Pizza is criminally overpriced, but they have the nicest dining area and bathrooms, which is
so they're not a sponsor, basically.
How did they name him? What was he named the Golden Boy after, though? That I wonder.
All I know is we went to North Beach Pizza. We got 2 drinks and 2 slices, very mediocre slices, and it was like $30. So.
Oh,
and then the Castro Golden Boy would mean a complete different thing. I guarantee you.
It wouldn't be pizza.
So I do have a couple of old jokes if anyone wants to hear them.
How am I going to pay for pizzas?
Yeah, all right.
No, we don't like jokes around here, Ruben.
So I have like this list of all these old topical jokes. I don't know if they're timely, but let's give it a
who
roll.
won the poll?
Ed won the poll.
Somebody actually ended the poll out of spite. I was surprised.
Some guy named Fly ended the poll.
Can we see the results?
All I could do
was that a North Pole or South Pole, Vi?
Oh, Steven ended the poll. That's okay.
I just clicked the only button that I could click.
All right.
I got here's some old jokes I wrote a while ago.
Or just
so a pregnant woman I know is freaking out right now because she can't find the right doula. She's having a real midwife crisis. A cruise ship with quarantined passengers docked in Oakland. The coronavirus refuses to disembark until a safer harbor is found. Oh, here's a good one. Donald Trump has an approval rating of 49%, according to the latest Gallup poll. Democrats could spin this and call him a 49er and hope he loses right at the end. Okay, let me give you. I'll give you one more. I was watching incest fantasy porn the other day, and below it was a list labeled related movies. Yeah, sort of why I'm here.
Little does Steven know his mic is still on.
But I wish I could.
He's added a new meaning to playing the piano.
He has multiple personalities. Silence of the Steven.
This is Backstreet Boys?
We'll have to watch him if he goes into Kel's bathroom.
I live my life the way you keep you coming.
This is the worst reinterpretation of the Phantom of the Opera I've ever seen.
It's for you.
Wasn't there a movie recently, an Oscar winner, the Pianist? Sounded like they were saying the penis.
Back time. Impossible as it may seem, but I wish I could.
Steven turns around, we're all gone.
I suggest you not get a career as a lounge singer.
With my heart.
Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda.
My heart. My heart.
Woo! This thing still. Could you guys hear any of that?
Yeah, that was beautiful, actually.
Oh, wait. Thank you. Thank you.
Enoch was
cool.
talking the whole time.
It was a very silent piano.
I don't understand why I've got the microphone right on the piano. It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it was built by mimes.
Okay.
Is it a real piano?
Are there any strings inside it? You know, the hammers have to hit strings to make sounds.
His mic's been low.
I don't understand this one.
Better or worse? Better or worse? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Now cover your eye with your hand. Read this chart.
There's no I in team. Is this guy finished washing his sock yet?
Chris, what's up? Your audio's kind of fucked up.
Audio is fucked up.
Your audio's a little like fucked up.
My audio is fucked up?
No, Chris.
I got it from China.
Sounds like you smoked a few.
I have smoked a few. No problem. I just want to say I do a shout out.
All right, everybody. Well,
Steven is a beautiful singer.
This has been.
Oh, Vahe, I was just going to mention I have a relative from Florida. I wanted to thank Chris and Vlad for doing comedy on my flip phone for a relative in Florida that couldn't get to your show because she lives in Florida. So they had a nice time. She had a nice time. She wanted to thank the show and everyone at the Kells for the comedy.
So she wasn't there. She was listening through your flip phone.
She lives in Florida. She lives in Palm Beach County, Florida, and she couldn't, fly in for the show. So I just had them do a few comedy jokes on the flip phone.
Boy, were her arms tired.
So you were streaming our show through your flip phone?
Is that legal?
No. They were just doing a couple of jokes before the show. I think Chris went to Chile. He told about going to Chile, and so she was interested in that. I forgot what Todd talked about, but he was saying,
I just want to say
one or two little things.
I feel ashamed I live in the same county as Jim. I wish Jim would move away. I feel ashamed. being in the same.
I've always been here for you guys, and I always will be. Ha ha!
I've never heard Jim actually. I've never seen Jim on stage. I want to see Jim on stage. I'm not paying
Wait a minute, you showed me
$20.
at Tommy T's. There was a birthday. There was one birthday that you went to Tommy T's,
Are you gonna
and
be there? Are you gonna be there on Wednesday?
I'm gonna be at the Moth. I'm gonna be at the Moth in Berkeley at Freight and
Why don't you
Salvage.
come to Tommy T's on Wednesday? See you on stage.
Because
damn it.
He doesn't like their bathroom.
I have volunteer work. I have volunteer work at the Moth in Berkeley.
You know, they try to get me to do volunteer work. I said, I'm on SSI. I can't work. Why am I going to do volunteer work? It just shows them that I can work. If I do volunteer work, it's just showing people I can actually keep a job, which is dumb because I'm not getting paid for it. You know, why risk it? I'd rather risk it with a real job. You know what I mean? They try to get me to volunteer. I'm like, volunteer for this, bitch. Sit in.
Get a good job.
What's up with that guy? That guy's weird, dude. Enoch is weird, man.
Suck my cock.
It's like the Charles Manson of the Bay Area or something. I'm quite sure Enoch is a serial killer. We just haven't figured out where his dead bodies are.
Why do we have to watch this comedy show every Sunday? There's nothing funny that ever comes out of it. Aren't there other channels on YouTube we can watch?
Yeah, there's another channel on YouTube. It's called Hamas Comedians Need Some Money. I want you to support your fellow Hamas comedians out there in the front line telling jokes while people are getting blown up, okay?
Hey, Tanana. Tanana, can you hear us?
Look this way.
I have a feeling we're on mute or
this
something.
way. Tanana, you've already won.
She's got a red microphone on there. Ah, she saw it. She's
Tanana, what's going on? How do you pronounce your name? Is it Tanana?
Blink once for yes, twice for no.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Oh my God. Thank you so much for what did you do? You suggest that I speak?
You
yeah,
can
we just want to
sing,
know what's
can't
going
you?
on.
Wait, have you been seeing me all this time?
Sing one for us. Sing one.
Oh, actually, I have a poem I want to recite for you. Do you mind?
Sing Shaft for us.
That would be awesome. I wish Enoch was
Enoch, shut the fuck up.
Can you
I
recite
write
it in front of your
sometimes. Oh my God,
refrigerator?
there's so many people in the room.
No, there's only 33.
In the
Oh,
room.
but still, that's a lot. I've never been in a room like this before.
Okay. Well, it's
Okay.
also we're also streaming live on YouTube, so no pressure.
So no pressure. Yeah. If it's
Oh
more,
my God, this is amazing. Now you
it's
bring
more
it.
calming if you recite your poem in front of your
I'm
open
in New York
refrigerator.
City. I know that you are in San Francisco, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The poem goes as vis-a-vis Valentine. It was a Valentine poem for like a newspaper, a student newspaper that I wrote it for. I'm at Wagner, so I did that and it was published. So now I'm just telling everybody about it. And it was an acoustish. Okay. Vis-a-vis Valentine is to know or to feel love, eternal, interlacing of family, friends, or amorous love. Nuptially union or Cupid arranges this act of mission in love. You see or love in mist. The language of love, sensual beat or non-binary or tiptoeing love. That's it.
That was beautiful.
Great! Yay!
Thank you.
Did you write that for a specific person?
No, I wrote it just for the spirit of Valentine.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's better if you read it in front of your open refrigerator.
Oh my God, that would be so cool. I should try it next time.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, we ask people to show us what's in their fridge every week. So I don't know if you have a fridge. Maybe you could show us what's in there.
Oh my God.
That would be incredible.
I want to. 1 second.
Do you
All right.
Do you store your poems in your fridge?
Let's see. This is my fridge. Actually, the outside of the fridge, I have 3 magnets.
Is that a pacer?
Yeah.
Wow,
No,
it's a Mirthmobile.
No. Yo. Okay.
Wayne's
My
World.
fridge.
Wayne's World.
That's a nice fridge right there.
Nicely done.
I give it
This
an
is
A
my
minus.
eggs, my face cream,
In
my
the fridge?
cheeses, my butter.
Well, don't get your cheeses and
Whatever
face
that
cream
get me
mixed
through
up.
the day.
That's parquet. That's not butter. Can't fool us.
It's parquet. I
Parquet.
cook with it. I fry
Butter.
eggs with it
I
every
get it.
morning.
What was in that big pot?
Parquet.
I made white rice.
Oh, nice.
You want to
With
see
parquet?
Yeah. Yes,
Oh my
please.
god, you guys are too
Let's-
much. You are kind of.
What else do you do with the parquet?
Well, I just cook eggs with that one. Just eggs. You see? It's right here.
You know, with butter, you could keep it out of the fridge.
No, it got the home temperature also. I don't know if because my kitchen is a little bit hot.
No, butter
gets
can stay
melted
outside
and
of a fridge. You don't need to put it in the fridge. But
Yeah, he has to
parquet, you
stay
have
outside
to.
of a fridge too.
You see?
Ketchup
Yeah.
could be out of a fridge too, but who wants ketchup?
What was in the pan also? You had some, it looks like some yummy stuff in the pan.
Which one?
The pan you
Oh,
just took
this
out?
is
Yeah.
yuca and boiled eggs with fried eggs.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't finish this morning, so I keep it. Maybe I'll eat it tomorrow.
Nice.
Are you in the Bay Area or where are you at?
Yeah.
New York. She said she's in New York.
Ah,
I'm in New
okay.
York.
Wait,
This
isn't
is
tonight a school night?
something I'm probably gonna prepare tomorrow.
Nice.
What is that?
Chicken,
This
right?
is ground chicken. Yeah.
It looked like the calf's braids in France.
You're a jokester.
The calf's braids.
Anybody else gonna take over this and show me the kitchen? I want to see.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
going to
we've
talk
already
with the
seen
French
all these
accent.
people's kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give her
Well-
kitchen an A plus.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a
thank you so
fantastic
much.
fridge. And your
Was this
poem was
your-
very nice too.
Is this your first time at the show?
I have flowers. I could show you.
Oh yeah.
Those are from the garden in front of my house.
Nice
We
roses.
have the garden. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
They're beautiful.
Awesome.
This has been fun.
Can we see out your window?
Oh yes.
Just to give us an idea of what we're looking at out there. Like,
It's like a harbor view. But it's like from this you will not be able to see because it's a little bit foggy.
oh yeah.
But my window, I'm in the second floor. There's a school across the street.
Nice.
So, and there are a lot of lights that keep on at night. You know, it's like a school.
I
So it's
see
probably a
more
little bit
reflections
blurry.
from your room.
Huh?
I see more reflections from your room in there.
No, that's actually right outside. You see?
Yeah, but we see your room.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you can?
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. I just realized it.
You got to open the window. Harbor lights. That sounds cool.
Okay.
This is
You
this
have
is
any- you have
what
any
happens
pets?
when you focus on shiny.
You have any pets?
Can you see it now?
That's really good.
Yeah,
Thinking
and
of
it's
Boz-
raining.
Reminds me of Boz Skaggs.
Really? Are you?
How in
Where
the
are
fuck
you
can
right
that
now?
remind you of Boss Skaggs?
Who's Boss
Where are
Skaggs?
you? Are you in San Francisco?
Yeah.
Most of us, are in like the San Francisco Bay Area. There are some people from Arizona though too.
Okay. It's getting cold here right now.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah.
close
Yeah,
the
one
refrigerator. It won't be so cold.
I'm in a Victorian apartment, so everything is a little bit like.
It looks like an awesome place.
Is it haunted?
Yes. Huh?
Is it haunted?
No, we're not in the Halloween spirit. 365 is fine. It's perfect to live here.
Are you going to give away parquet for Halloween?
No, there's nothing like that.
Are you gonna give away flowers for Halloween?
No return.
No.
Parquet on flowers.
Oh my god. No.
Parquet
this-
on
I don't even
flowers.
cook every
Parquet
day.
on flowers.
It was
I
30
don't cook
degrees
every
last night in Oregon.
Cold parquet on flowers.
Oh yeah, Jeff Cooper's in Oregon. That's right.
Yeah, how cold was it in Mexico? It was 30 degrees last night here.
8.
Oh my
7.
Oh, it's the countdown, everybody. It's been great. This has been a lot of
Stop it.
fun.
Stop the countdown.
Thank
Stop
you
the
for
countdown.
introducing
No,
me
we're not
again.
ready to go.
Thanks
Now,
for being here. We're going to be here again next week.
Next
so,
week.
Okay,
yeah,
Next
I'm gonna
week.
try
Have her
to
come
look
next week to the
into-
show.
That's right.
Yeah, to get a book. I mean, not booked. I'll try to see if I can join you guys again.
10.
Read us a
do.
poem next
9.
week.
It's
I will
always
write
fun.
one specifically for this season,
7.
and then
Oh, that'd be
6.
amazing.
yes.
5.
Parquet
And I
and,
want to,
roses.
4.
Parquet and roses.
I want to thank
3.
our special guest, Stephen Ferris.
Parquet and roses.
1.
Shut the fuck up!
0.
Goodbye, everybody.